and welcome. In today's video, I'm starting a build that I've wanted to do for a while now, and that is a rear-wheel drive drift car. Using this 3 Racing Sakura D4 rear-wheel drive 1/10 scale drift car kit I bought a few months ago, and now I'm finally getting the opportunity to put it together. I want to keep this build as budget-friendly as possible, and the Sakura D4 seems like a good place to start. To my knowledge, this is one of the least expensive rear-wheel drive drift kits on the market, and from what I've heard, it's a solid option for beginner and intermediate drifters who want a rear-wheel drive drift car but don't want to completely empty their bank account. Minus the cost of the body, I intend for the total cost of this build to be well under $300 US, especially since I picked up this kit used with the box and some parts bags opened and some components partially assembled. Now, buying used and half-finished RC vehicles can sometimes be a bit of a gamble, but I bought this one in person from someone who assured me that it was all here, and hey, why would he lie, right? But it ended up being complete, and in fact it even had a bunch of hardware and a few plastic parts I don't even think fit this kit, so looks like I scored a good deal here. So this video is going to highlight the assembly of the Sakura D4 chassis. I really enjoyed putting this kit together, and I like the simplicity of the design. I didn't run into any issues during assembly. My only critique at this point is the quality of some of the plastic parts. One of the steering knuckles has a pretty large void in it, I assumed from a bubble that formed during the injection molding process. Also, I found it a little tricky to thread some of the metal hardware and links into certain plastic pieces. I ended up pre-threading some of the plastic parts using a tap to make sure everything screwed together correctly. Of course, I'll share more of my thoughts on this vehicle after it is completed and after driving it. I've done quite a bit of drifting with all-wheel drive vehicles, but I don't have a lot of experience with rear-wheel drive drifting, so my knowledge on driving and setting up the car is pretty limited. So if any of you watching have any tips and suggestions, please let me know in the comment section. I think that's all I have to say about the chassis at this point. As always, if you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment and I will do my best to answer it, although as I said, my knowledge is pretty limited at this time. So sit back and enjoy the rest of this quick build montage. Afterwards, I will show you the body I'm using and talk a little about my plans for building it. For the body, I chose an ABC Hobby Nissan 180SX. Not the most original choice for a body, but they're popular for a reason. As tempting as it is to go all out with detail on this build by adding an interior, body kit, inner fenders, elaborate paint job, and engine bay, I really want to keep things simple, at least for now. I really don't want another lengthy project with a ton of custom parts, so I'm going to focus on getting the exterior of the body looking good, mounting it to the chassis and doing some drifting, and then possibly come back later on and do an interior and some other custom details. But that's all for this video. Thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed it, I would appreciate it if you subscribe to my channel, as well as share this video and give it a like. I upload at least one video every week and post more frequent updates on social media. You can find those links below. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time.